Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Chris. I was not expecting you in the call. Are you home or are you calling me from school?
Wait a second. Yeah.
What?
Let me increase my volume.
I hear you. You're on stream, by the way, just to let you know.
Okay.
As in, you're at home or you're in school?
Oh, yeah, I got my free time now.
What?
I got my free time.
Huh?
Maybe I'm gonna do it today. I don't know. Because
I don't know what you're saying.
really?
Huh?
Wait. Let me change my device.
What a way to start. I should film. Need to. Ah, this is quite a funny post that I'm seeing on Facebook. I'll show you all. My ass rage quitted after getting 5 plus unforgivingly stupid players, the high level players too. But I suppose high level doesn't mean high IQ. Okay. Bro's pissed. Okay, I need to uh look back on the video that I filmed 2 days ago, which was about the you don't have to worry in Enfield. So yeah. Kev, how's the pools doing? We dragged that for a few days already.
Not very.
Not what? Is what do you say? Not good.
Arknights.
Are we cancelling the video? Oh wait. Almost done already. Can yeah, I mean, the deeper you get into it, the harder it becomes to drop it. So yeah, we probably don't wanna like kill the video. Holy crap, your ears! What, Enfield sounds too loud? Tired. I feel very lethargic today for some reason. So it makes it pretty difficult for me to like push in to film up all of these stuff, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I am leaving my house in 3 hours or less. Going to a dinner on a Friday night. And then I'm not the type of person who parties, but I got invited to a party. I kinda really didn't want to go, but my friend said please go. So I'm like, okay, I will go for you. Especially. Kinda need to note is that there won't actually be new stuff for you to be buying in a certain region. So if this comes across as new information
Actually, why
for
did the
you,
game suddenly
then,
sound so loud?
well, good, I suppose that you're watching this video.
Weird.
But
The
you
game
need
was
to
never
know
this
that
loud.
your AIC isn't something that works all the time in the future of this game. So if you interact with the protocol management
look like
over
I'm
here,
dying.
and we take a look at the question mark,
Yeah, drain.
it specifically states that when you log off from this game, only
It's so
2 windows
parasocial.
will operate
That's
at a
crazy.
time. The later, because they won't add all that much new stuff, important for you to get the newer material. Kinda don't have to stress in on your on how lazy you are, like how much do you value. If you want to be lazy about it, because just do it at the end of the 4 days. Plus, there is something very, I currently have 96 Cosmic Arrow. Good thing in this game is, just to me, kinda don't have in on your 4 of your crew exchanges. But it depends on if you're free to play, I totally understand. I think Outpost isn't something to stress about. You should just do it at your own pace. It's not meant to be a chore that you must always be clicking on that screen all the time. Then you might suggest to me that, hey, I still have to collect all my materials.
Okay, so that is at 8:19.
Must always be clicking on that screen all the time.
Okay, 8:18 or 8:19. Am I gonna get drunk today? I don't know leh. My friend said there are drinks, but I don't know how keen am I to drink. I haven't been drunk for a long time in my life. The last time I ever really got drunk might be 2 years ago. On my birthday. Probably. Ever since then, I don't think I've ever been drunk. Eh? Oh shit, my phone alarm. Hold on. Okay. I need to film about the other outposts. I need to film about this outpost. Okay. Hi, you might notice that I'm in a different shirt because I'm filming this on a different day. So, I do also think it's important to talk about the Ooling outpost. While I can say that the value for outpost is insignificant once you reach a certain point, the same thing is going to happen for Ooling, which some of you will argue that's not true, because the depot node does give very little stock bills. The stock redistribution also comes a little bit difficult when it comes to buying good stocks, and then at the same time, environment monitoring doesn't always give you stock bills. But, okay, wait, actually, let me redo this. Oh. Switch this to 4 copium. I did, right? Yeah, okay. I guess it's just caps more easily, like you have to be more particular. Okay. Go socialize at the party, meet new people, pick up a baddie. I'm not that type of person. At least that's to me. But not that I stop it from happening. If it happens, then it happens, lor. If it doesn't, then it's okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm in a new shirt because I'm filming on a different day. So when talking about the Outpost, while I can say that Value 4 is insignificant at the moment once you reach a certain point, that's not the same to say for Ooling, which some of you will argue, because the depot node doesn't give a lot of stock bills. Same for the environment monitoring and stock redistribution. It's pretty hard to sell some good stocks. So the thing that people need to understand, for one, is that... Okay, wait. Oh, this is tricky. Okay. Hello, I am filming this with a brand new shirt because this is filmed on a different day. Okay, wait. Let me see how to bounce off correctly from the video. Then you might suggest to me that, hey, I still have to collect all...
Okay. Think I have the idea.
Hold on, freeze! I'm in a different shirt because I'm filming this on a different day, just to not shock you guys. So anyways, while still talking about the Outpost, yes, I can say that Value 4 is insignificant when you reach a certain point, but that's not what you guys might say about Ooling, because Ooling does have a lot more bigger stuff for you to buy. It's still got an engraving permit, same problem. You might buy this to a point where it's very difficult for you to spend your sanity to get all the stuff that you want. But for the artificing catalyst, a lot of you will say this is really important, right? You want as many of these as possible in order to make sure that you get all the high stats of the gears that you are using. So I totally agree that you probably want more bills here, and it doesn't help that the depot node doesn't give you a lot of bills. Environment monitoring also isn't paying very high. The stock redistribution when it comes to selling your elastic goods, they're also not doing very well. And likewise for the Outpost. But the thing that a lot of people need to understand is that we're still in the early stages of Ooling. Compared to Value 4, we only have one depot node and one outpost to sell to. Ooling still has not received its second and third, and yet the stock redistribution is already at level 3. In the future, when they start to release the brand new maps where there are new outposts and depot nodes to unlock, it's going to be so much easier for you to buy both the engraving permit and also the artificing catalyst. And you need to understand that you don't need to keep collecting these things, because some of you might argue, well, there might be new gears in the future of this game. Of course, I always need to buy this. But that's not entirely true. Of course, buy as many of it right now, but when they release the third region of the game, like for instance, if the third region is La Phantoma, if that were the case, there will be new gear sets there, but they wouldn't be using the artificing catalyst that you see here. In that new region, it's very likely that the artificing catalyst is called La Phantoma Artificing Catalyst. So if that were the case, then these would be redundant, basically, when building all those things. So basically, Ooling might not feel like Value 4 yet, but it's going to approach there, which goes to say that you shouldn't be too stressed about the fact that it feels difficult for you to get stock bills. It's going to get really easy, considering how the current limit of the stock bills you can hold is 9.6 million. It might potentially match Value 4, where Value 4 is at 30 million, just as you see over here.
Okay. How long was that? Let me check. It felt a bit bentery. As in over bentery.
Hold on, freeze! I'm in a different shirt because I'm filming this on a different day, just to not shock you guys. So anyways, while still talking about the Outpost, important, distribution is already at level 3. In the future, when they start to release the brand new maps where there are new outposts and depot nodes to unlock, it's going to be so much easier for you to buy both the engraving permit and also the artificing catalyst. And you need to understand that you don't need to keep collecting these things, because some of you might argue, well, there might be new gears in the future of this game. Of course, I always need to buy this. But that's not entirely true. Of course, buy as many of it right now, but when they release the third region of the game, like for instance, if the third region is La Phantoma, if that were the case, There will be new gear sets there, but they wouldn't be using the artificing catalyst that you see here. In that new region, it's very likely that the artificing catalyst is called La Phantoma Artificing Catalyst. So if that were the case, then these would be redundant, basically, when building all those things. So basically, Ooling might not feel like Valley 4 yet, but it's going to approach there, which goes to say that you shouldn't be too stressed about the fact that it feels difficult for you to get stock builds. It's going to get really easy, considering how the current limit of the stock builds you can hold is 9.6 million. It might potentially match Valley 4, where Valley 4 is at 30 million, just as you see over here.
Cool. Kefa, you're in the call, right? I didn't deafen myself, or I didn't mute myself. The timestamp I just put in the group, that's where you slot what I just filmed.
The time. Then you might suggest to me that, hey, I still have to collect all my materials. Now the good thing in this game is the materials recharge every...
And just slot it in. I don't need like a transition or anything. Too lazy for that. Okay. At least I filmed my stuff. Wait, Chris, you were fixing your mic and then to the point that I asked you just now whether you're in school or whether you're at home, and I still didn't get a proper answer. You're at home. You want to get a video, is it? I have 2 videos backlogged. By right, one was going to be passed to Kev. Can I give you a pure cutting one? Sure, tomorrow you'll hold one. Oh, you mean you don't want to edit today, is it? You want to edit tomorrow instead? Can lo? I have a cut heavy video. Yeah. Well, I hope I can attend the party with no issues later. I genuinely so drained. So tired. Are you watching my stream by any chance, Chris? I think I passed you this video instead. Cause I feel like the 2 Enfield videos that I just filmed, I want to post them ASAP, actually. Before the stream tomorrow. I might... Let me think. Kev, you slot the video that I just put in. I made some mistakes, so you need to do some cuts for that. And then we post that in the evening. And then we post the pools. I think I want the interview to go up on my channel before the live stream. And then I can post the pools after the live stream.
It's so fun to see some of my very old YouTube videos. The quality in the filming back then till now is so different. Like the camera, the way I speak, the way I structure the videos is also different. Yes, Kev. That's what I will order it as. I'm going to send you the interview folder. It's just that it's because if the interview video, it can go up after the, what do you call that? Like I can make it go live after the live stream itself, but I think if I do that, some people will watch that video and then get a little bit confused and then think to themselves like, why? Like imagine if tomorrow's live stream, they announce like so many gigantic overhaul type of thing, then yeah. Actually, they're promoting quite hard on tomorrow's live stream. I saw all the promotional pictures that they put up. You all see? No, it's not this. Not this. They did this picture. Where's the table? I mean, you can see the tables behind this picture, so that doesn't matter. Then they did this picture, which I'm assuming this is not the same. Yeah, this is not the same tower that you see at Ooling City. It almost looks like the same tower at Ooling City. It's the one with the dragon. But if you look at the front of it, it's not the same place. So this should be something in the new map. So this is going to be all pretty cool and interesting. And then they did this, which is a little bit silly. No, but when I see this, is this just an MOC for this image, or is there actually a site in... What's an MOC when they say MOC? What is this acronym? What's my opinion on artificing gear when potentially newer, better sets will come out? Stock builds are not really an issue, but using a catalyst could be a problem. The thing is that when there's new... When they go to level 4, the number of artificing gear you can buy is probably very big. So like, if I get back into this game, like that, like you see the number that you can buy now. You can buy like 80 now, right? In one go, assuming that you max out your stock builds. It's super likely that what will happen when there's level 4 is you're gonna see the 80 minus 80%. So there's gonna be another 20. And if I just compare this to Valley 4, and I take a look at this exchange here. Like there's also going to be one where there's no discount that they'll sell. I'm expecting the number of artificing catalysts you can buy in a week to either be 100 or 120. So that's kind of a lot. I don't think it's a bad thing to say that, like, these won't be irrelevant per se. You will just be building a lot of them. And then when it comes to the idea that there are new gear, it doesn't mean that you'll necessarily switch every one of your units to better gear. The current gear that we have in the game should be the highest gear that this game will ever have. I know some people won't believe me for saying it, because people are like, oh, but there could be a higher level gear. Like, what makes you say that it will stop at 70? You know, what if they introduce 90? I'm sure that they won't, because they wouldn't want to ruin everyone's effort for artificing the gears in the first place. Because I know for sure that if they release a 90, and then everybody has like 10 characters with perfect artifice onto all their gear, everyone's going to be sitting, like, including me, everyone's going to be sitting here thinking to ourselves, like, what did we do all this for then? You know? The way that I see them making a change is that the gear, like what they would actually end up doing is level 90 will take 5 to 7 years. No, there will never be a level 90 gear. The only way for them to do it that can make it sensible is if the gear was an add-on. So clearly there's a missing thing here. Like you see beside E4, there's like a missing extra purchase that you could achieve over here. This doesn't mean raid, like, it doesn't mean that you swap to raid quality gear. It's very likely that you wear both the gold and the red at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like as if this is module. Like if you play AK, I foresee that this thing is going to be like a module. Then they will introduce new stuff and like new ways to like artifice the module. So it means that you'll do both. You will still focus on your goal. You will still focus on your red. You all understand? Like, there will never be a level 90 gear that you swap from gold to. Like, you will never swap from 70 to 90. I don't foresee them doing that. Talents also has space for a third. Yeah, I guess they do. I don't think that will happen though. If they do module in this game, it'll be very cool. Module is really good for AK, and if they ideate the same way that it works in AK, I think it'll be very fun. Damn, you're still playing this niche Arknights slot ARPG ripoff. I mean, I like it. I have nothing wrong with it. I like it for now, but I don't know if I can like it for long. At the very least, I'm not at the state where I hate the game. That's kind of all that matters to it. Are all my operators level 9 already with level 6 basic attack? I don't know leh. I need to check. I definitely left out some. But before the next patch, I can make it happen. Steve. And then I'm gonna film AK video. I mean the stream is AK right now, not NVO. I haven't done NMin. I need to build. I need to upgrade the electric people. Because I'm so sure that Pang E is next. Let's do that.
My Aldertone taught me differently, but you aim to reach the same goals. I have been enlightened.
I need more of these.
Ready to break camp on command.
I'm not doing the survival event. I do it tomorrow, before the live stream, and everyone's coming in. Smartset finally played OG AK as he should. Same for Rin. Rin should be playing, but he doesn't want to. Am I doing level 70 weapon? Yeah, I did. I haven't done it on all. Pass, right? For level 90 team. I heard some people tell me it takes 30 seconds to do this, but I'm already taking under 30. I don't want to use my permit. I like using it on the essence farming instead. So Seth was playing AK with level 90 unit. Sorry, level 1 unit. Ooh. Enjoying AK in its own unique way. It's so easy to farm with this team. I imagine if my team is level 80 and then E4, I think this will take me 10 seconds. Like, there's a chance that I can one cycle everything.
At my command.
Once known, be dead.
Yeah. It's really nice to use Chance out after the breach is done. Because, you know, they get their defense down, the physical susceptibility goes down. And then, when I use Chance skill, there's no regret. It's very high damage. What weapons Chen's using? Rapid Ascent. I didn't give her the Battle Pass one.
Operator Proka, standing by.
I haven't cared enough to like check if all my current units are using the best possible gear. With Arena. I have enough. Can I chase?
I can't believe how far I've come. Home in those days feel like they're worlds away now.
It'll take me quite a bit to chase. Do I want to?
It's break time.
Okay lah. Use my ticket. Doesn't hurt to use my ticket to speed it up a bit.
War is never about mercy.
You leave Chance out for after Progranistics combo. Oh, I think we're using different gear. Because the gear that I'm using for Progranistics is stagger, but I think you use the recover SP gear, which makes sense.
Once known, be dead.
Nice job. Okay, I have to be a bit patient with regards to farming. Cannot full farm. I don't have enough sanity. Okay, let me just complete my dailies here, and then I'm gonna film Silver Ash Outer event video.
Really sorry.
Man, the skill upgrades usually doesn't reduce cooldown or speed usage. Yeah, it's very seldom that it happens.
Oh no, it's so... This is... Surprise, Endman! I just love collecting lips. How does Enfield manage so... This is...
My Pope is using Swordmancer set. I mean, because if it was a physical team, that's what I would have done. Ugh, I'm so lazy to get everyone 200% trust, but I'm also so close.
The automated industry.
I just need 10 more days, and I'll be done.
Think. The automated industry.
What? Is this? Your crew's pretty to... Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do 3 more people, and then I'm gonna get lazy and deal with the rest next time.
Your needs are our top priority. I really...
May I inspect your weaponry? May I inspect your
Sorry.
weaponry?
Your needs are
Ah!
our top priority, Entman. I find him... This is... Touch the pressure valve.
Wait, ah? Not then. You. Do I care to
Just be glad that
pick my friend? Yeah, I mean, let's just quickly do this. You're not sure if you want to mistrust everyone because you can't give if you want to quickly give the score. Because of the way that the banner system works, it's quite fast actually. Like for me, because I'm going to get every character, every banner, and every banner lasts 17 days, there will always be someone that I need to give gift for. You know what I mean? So I would never be able to ruin the mission. Okay, you're now seeing this. You've been running all over the ship for the trust. Oh yeah, there is a little machine that you could have called people. Max trust means you can't talk to them anymore. Max trust means you can't give gift anymore. Which is a little bit stupid. Because like, what if you just want to? But oh wells. Did I do my clues? I did. My clues are full. I should give. Oh my god, I have so many clue 7s. What the shit? We live in a society. Oh, so I have to actually spend off my credits after I did that. Oh, expensive. Okay. Eh? Oh, it's Sanity Day. Oh. Oh shit. Ah, flip. I think it's collection day as well for me. Let me quickly get this done. I think this is the last time I'm collecting mushrooms. I'm not gonna collect any more mushrooms after this. Eh? Where's my zip liner? Oh. Ever feel like the game's kind of easy? They should add contingency contract in 2.0. My simplest reply to what you just said is, when AK first got released, everyone said it was easy too. There was no contingency contract for a few months. So, let's just be patient. I'm willing to be patient until I don't want to be. Have I seen Maggie? Bro. Her gameplay is like Enfield at full potential. Why? I need more bombs. Where are my bombs? Actually, I don't even think I need Vitro Dendra anymore. Vitro Dendra is the lower tier skills, right? I actually have way too many. Might need to stop collecting that. This one I still collect because the materials, like, there's more weapons than there are characters. So like, if I ever want to full build every single weapon in the game, I still need more rocks. Why is the Vitro growing in Ooling? Oh, it's supposed to be a Valley 4 thing? Oh. Yeah, but I have way too much now. I'm not gonna collect that thing anymore. I'm guessing the reason why they added Vitro here is because there's more skills to build than, you know, the number of times you promote a character or up a weapon. So that's why Vitro is given the let's have it more treatment. There was a rock that I did explode. It's fine. I don't really need to be hypersensitive about the number I collect. This one I need to be sensitive. Plus, this is hard to come by. But the funny thing about False Agalia and oh, I completely miss a collection point. Okay, fine. I'll go and collect it, guys. Then Liscam, Project Red, and Premonites, which is better? I have a video on that. You'll see a very old version of me. Like, you search my name on YouTube, and then you write Liscam and Premonites, you'll see a very old video where I discuss that. I don't think it's irrelevant. Why am I putting up an ad? You're watching me. Random on Singaporean people, there's a small corner with Enfield merch. That's nice. Okay, this is my last collection day. For quite a lot of materials. Like even the rocks, like even these rocks, I'm gonna start getting lazy to collect them on time. I just want to collect the skill masteries on time. Wanna watch the video? Thanks. Give me a review if I'm still streaming while you watch it. You're gonna see a very, very younger and boyish looking me. You're gonna see a different like layout and setup. That video is like how old? 4 years ago? Is this Vitro again? Wow, useless leh. There's truly way too many Vitros. No wait, what? Then they grow Ruby Bullet here as well. This is Umbronix. I can ignore this map then. Right? This map is irrelevant to me. From now on. Bro, it's to the point that I don't even know if I want to collect anymore. What's the point? What did I collect here? Umbronix. Wait! Yeah! Hold on! You don't need this thing anymore. Ruby isn't grown on Valley. No, but it costs less to spend your Ruby. Like Ruby is to what? E3 someone, right? I've E3 everybody, guys. What do I need Ruby? Guys, I have 115 and I've E3 everyone. Qingbo's dead. I mean, no, this is not Qingbo, this is Qingyu. Qingyu Valley is dead. Good to know, good to know. Actually, maybe I should have said that in the video. You know, the video that I just filmed. And tell people not to do Qingyu Valley anymore. Ah, too bad. I hope people have the brain to find it out. And then people will slowly watch my stream and realize... Wait, Cookie, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you can ignore a whole map. I've been collecting it all day, every day of my life. You guys are watching my stream. I'm telling you right now, you can ignore Qingyu Valley. I am ignoring Qingyu Valley from now on. I did not know that I was overdoing it. This map's still important. Like, you need... If you want true full collection for the skill mastery plants, I think you need like... I think you need about 1,500 of each. Which would take 5 to 6 months of collecting. For the current state of the game, it takes 5 to 6 months. But the next map would definitely have more of these. So in truth, we should be done in 4 months. Like these collection points, we're gonna see like probably another copy of this in the next map. Probably twice, like one in the next one, one in the direct next map, and one in the next map. So like, yeah, I think you will have enough of it in 4 months. I think I'm done. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Enfield. See you tomorrow.
Arknights.
Okay, entering AK. Damn. I'm hunger. Actually, no, I'm not hunger. Why did I say I'm hunger? I'm pretty full, actually. Ah, okay, found it. Mm. Reroll. Pop, pop. Shit, I don't think I logged in for a while. Yeah, I read this later. Let me deal with this first. An event with 3 altars, OKK Rage. I am old and jaded. There are not enough things in life that can face me anymore. You reach this phase at 20, does that mean you're Ankh now? I feel like maybe the reason why I turned Ankh was the exact moment that I had my first nephew in like my family. Like, I think that's when it started to change. You know, when I first saw the kid, I'd be thinking to myself, oh, this isn't anything too significant. Little do I know, it actually started everything. It all went downhill. I became a true Ankh. A friend pointed out to me very recently, like nobody else in my life pointed this out to me, that when I walk, sometimes I walk, um, I because she said it, I became so conscious after that. Since no one pointed it out to me. I'll tell you guys what I mean. Wait I have a habit that when I walk, right, I walk like this. Sometimes I have my hands behind my back. So like if I'm looking in a gallery or like looking for food or like window shopping or something, I don't like do this, or like I don't have like my phone in my hand like a classic Gen Z, because I never use my phone too much when I'm with people. I actually walk like that. So my friend suddenly pointed out to me, why do you walk like an old man? And I was just there like, oh god, I didn't know that that's a thing. No, but to me it's like it's like what those what's the term for it? Like Chinese ministers, Chinese princes or something, that like back in the day, some certain Chinese imperial time drama, they love to do that kind of thing. What do you call those people? Not principal. Old Chinese. Think like people, the Chinese guys with the long hair, the beard, the full long dress. Like think Confucius. Confucius. What do you call those people? 师傅, yeah. I walk around like a 师傅. Like a scholar, yes. Not good. That's why I look so old. Maybe that's what I was last time. Yeah, I'm a 天师. They walk with their chest up, not slouching. Yeah, like sometimes I slouch, but sometimes I don't really puff up my chest or anything. Okay, sorry, where was I? I was reading this halfway. Well, I don't know how to make this funny. Like every little celebration event, I always make the video like very funny and silly. But this one I'm not very sure leh. I've seen the CN leak, the anniversary. Don't tell me, I don't want to. Hey, wait. I'm surprised that the CN anniversary got leaked. Because we are 1 month away from the anniversary banner. So the fact that the characters have been leaked now, so far ahead, is very wild. I think this is the biggest like time range of a leak I've ever seen. It's like 2 weeks to the stream. I think it's more than 2. It's usually. Oh yeah, you're right. It's usually like 25th April range. The Sui event? No. The anniversary event. I think anniversary is chapter 17. I'm not very. I didn't see the leak. You don't have to confirm yes or no. I think it's chapter 17. So basically, the 2 or 3 6-stars for the event got leaked. The saying is that the reason why it got leaked was because there are static images used for ambient synesthesia, and then some people managed to find that the static images contains operators that they didn't expect to see. Like the operators are not, how to describe this? They aren't like the ambient synesthesia picked characters. They are like extra assets for the stream. You know, and like you can clearly tell it's someone new. So people are saying that was the thing. And then also, it seems like the new characters are appearing during the ambient synesthesia, so they have an animation. So people said that the animation of the ambient synesthesia also got leaked, containing the characters. So yeah. So don't tell me about it. Who's the new character? I don't know. Don't tell me. You go find out. I'm telling you that word's going around right now that it's been leaked. Oh yeah. Hey wait, this one is what? Quickly place clues, quickly collect clues. Wait, quickly give duplicate clues. Oh, interesting. Quick give function. And then this one is they don't have to be friends, right? Oh no. What? Oh, it doesn't care. Like even if the person hasn't built the unit, like if your friend doesn't have it E2, they will have all skill mastery, they will have all module unlocked. You can just borrow. Oh, what should I start with first? Let me drag all the poster. Should I use the poster for my video? I can. This thing doesn't say how many skins are you running. Silly. There's more than 200, I'm quite sure. Do I need to make a who to buy video again? Like which operator to buy? I wonder if I should film this tomorrow instead. I actually do genuinely feel very lethargic. Like I feel very low energy to film a funny video. If it was funny or if it was newsy. Maybe I should do the operator video again. DFM versus T1. I hope DFM wins. Please. Please, DFM. I want Faker to lose. Like, wait, who's on the T1 team? Wait, T1 has Faker, Carrier, Gumayushi. No, it's not Gumayushi anymore. Owner, Doran, and Pace. Yes. I want all 5 of them to lose. Okay? DFM, please win. What am I looking for? What the fuck am I looking for? I cannot remember. Oh yeah, wait. Interesting search history things. I went to look up on... I don't catch up with American politics all the time. I dropped out of it, but recently I went back because of, the whole Iranian situation. It's not good. It's such a bullshit thing. But then I didn't realize that Trump literally just went to shoot down all of the people who used to be so loyal of him. Like the reporter guy, Tucker Carlson, was probably one of the last few people I thought Trump would specifically voice out and say that he doesn't like him. Like, that's crazy. Like, all his supporters are like actually so... Loyal isn't even a word. There's a stronger word than loyal. I don't know what it is. Fanatical? I don't know. No. It's not that. It's not devoted. Obsessed? Yeah, you could say obsessed. No, but obsessed isn't even it. Like, they idolize Trump. And like, to see all these people who once were like that actually finally drop the ball is so wow. Like, how did you take that long to realize that your president is a little bit cuckoo in the head at times? Like, that hasn't been in Trump camp for almost a year. No, but I think this is like the strongest I've ever seen him not being in his camp. Yeah. I'm genuinely scared of the Iranian situation affecting all of us. Like, I wouldn't deny that it made me suddenly think about, is this the time I should be hoarding stuff in my house? Because with all the oil prices shooting up, it affects everything. People need to understand that it doesn't matter if you don't take a transport or you don't own a car or you're not flying to other countries. oil prices doesn't mean, oh, I don't use oil, therefore I'm not affected. I don't cook, therefore I'm not affected. Like, oil runs too many parts of our life. Oil is like originium. We need it. We cannot live without it. Every of our products are produced by oil. We use oil to freaking lubricate shit. Oil is not originium. Oil is sand leaf. Yes, imagine that sand leaf can no longer be transported from place to place. Imagine that you cut the belt of your sand leaf. Nothing will ever run. So like, I'm genuinely worried for, as a common person, like how do I spend my money and things like that. The streets closed again because of a certain someone bombing Iran in the middle of a ceasefire. I'm quite upset with that news. I thought they did a ceasefire, and I was like, good, some peace in this world. Kaboom! They got attacked in the middle of the ceasefire. Like, what? What's the point of the ceasefire then? I don't know. I'm not even following the, like, it's to the point where I'm not following the politics enough to see whether or not Iran is actually in the wrong. Maybe they are. I genuinely don't know. Call me a misinformed person. The only way I see of it is, was violence the solution? Because why did you have to do it and literally affect everybody freaking else? So, oh wells. Anyways. Yeah, like I agree in the sense that maybe the regime is really bad. But I don't think this was the way to do it. Oh shit, they timestamped the live stream. Oh my god, so sweet. Where's the... Wait, I'm finding the infographic for the selector ticket, if I can find it. Oh, I came across it.
使っていただいたので、ぜひパック手に入れていただければ、もうネクラス
Can I draw on the screen? Yeah, I have a draw function. On my screen. Actually, I kind of need to keep it long. Yeah, what if I put myself here? I cover the instructions. No one can read Japanese anyways, except Japanese themselves. And no one who's watching my video can read Japanese. Very wide, don't I? I've slotted myself into this space. Does that work for the next one? I have to resize myself later. I don't have like a drawing tool. I do, don't I? No, not that. I wonder how I can like draw on the screen. Thinking Man's Valorant loved to do that. I feel like I had that tool before, then suddenly it's gone. No, he doesn't use paint. It's like he literally draws on the screen. I ever thought that in the future of my stream, I would love to like draw while I am what do you call it? Okay, whatsoever. Let me just do this. I've installed Draw Doc. Where the hell is it? I used to have this tool, and then I'm trying to find it now. What? I installed something and then it's gone. The application may be launched by selecting the installed shortcuts. What shortcut? I installed a virus, man. What the hell? What's my shortcut? Where? I've lost it. How to draw on my screen tool? Epic Pen. What the heck does TMV use? What does Thinking Man's Valorant use to draw on his screen? He's got a yellow marker up his ass at all times. Okay, guys, I'm downloading Epic Pen. I am not subscribing. Do not send me Epic Pen news. Whatever I just installed earlier might be a virus. I'm screwed, guys. My computer's dead. Let's see if it's cool. Oh wait, or should I Epic Pen web extension? What? Epic Pen for Google Chrome. That's the site. But this is on Softonic. Am I live trying to screw myself over? I'm so dead, guys. It's over. Oh my god, wait, I have the tool now though. Oh, that's so cool. Actually, wait. Ooh, the tool does look very cool. But if I draw on the screen, can you guys see it? No, that's so lame. That's so boring. Oh wait, no. I think there's a way for me to do it. If I put the window capture of the Epic Pen, does it work that way? Oh, bruh. But it doesn't have a transparent board. What the fuck? I'm... Bruh. I've been hijacked. I'm sorry, guys. Stream's over. Stream's dead. Hey lah, I have a solution though. I could do a Windows capture. If I do a Windows capture, it does show everything. It will show the fact that I'm like drawing. You can see this, right? That's a solution. If I'm lazy. Do I want to be lazy? Maybe I'll be lazy. Alright. Actually, the funny thing is if I keep hovering over this, it's just going to keep popping out at the YouTube screen. That's even more annoying. I might as well have just done this in Windows Paint. Genius. Okay. Did I do it? No. You're a failure. You're a failure. Did I do a thing? I think I did a thing. Okay. It's a image but full screen onto my Google Chrome. So I'm still gonna use the pen. Alright. I will film the intro last. So I'm basically filming the contents first. Or should I just film the intro first? Then at least I'm not confused with the order of what I'm saying. I guess maybe I'll do that. Do you guys know what the favorite months for Arknights? It's gonna be April and October because there are selected tickets for you guys to buy during that time. Okay, no. I wanna change what I say. Okay, doesn't matter. Maybe not like that. Maybe just say thing It's the time of the year again. The best pack for you to buy is arriving in Arknights, and that is 2 selected ticket packs. You have one at 30 USD, where you can get the standard operators along with 10 hit hunting tickets. Then you have the Colonel hit hunting pack. That's for the older units from year 0 to year 3 of Arknights, but it doesn't only give you 10 hit hunting tickets, and you also get 10 Colonel hit hunting tickets. So a little bit more value in that. Which one should you buy? Just buy whichever that you are going to pick an operator for. But so you guys are going to be asking me what operator should you choose during this point in time, let's get to it. Actually, no. Sorry. I'm going to refilm it. Didn't like the intro. It's the time of the year again. It's the... flip. It's the time of the year again. That's right, you can buy your selector tickets, and that means you can skip all the gacha, do your purchases in order to get the operator that you've been missing in your account. This video is going to cover which operators should you be choosing to make it worth your money. You've got the standard hit hunting I mean, it's not saying... I'm frazzled. I'm frazzled. Wait, I should deafen myself so that my editors don't scream at me. Okay. To my fellow... Oh, no, hold on. Give me a while. To my fellow doctors, our favorite time of the year has returned again. That's right, you can now spend your best money's worth because selected tickets are back in the market. You have the standard hit hunting pack, which is the one that gives you the newer operators to choose from, and also 10 standard hit hunting tickets. That is at 30 USD. Then you also have the Colonel hit hunting pack. Wait, actually, can I check the price of the packs again? Are they really 30 USD? Is one of them cheaper than the other? Wait, I'm checking. No, they're both 30 USD. Yeah, okay, they're both 30 USD. Okay, one more time. What take are we on now? 5th or 6th? To my fellow doctors of Arknights, our favorite time of the year has returned because standard hit hunting pack and the also To my fellow Doctors of Arknights, our favorite time of the year has returned because the Selector packs have returned to the market. You have the Standard Headhunting pack, which has all the newer units to choose from. Choose one of the units to enter your account, skip all the gacha, and it also comes together with 10 Standard Headhunting tickets. Then you have the Colonel Headhunting pack. That one contains the operators from year 0 to year 3. It doesn't only give you 10 Standard Headhunting tickets, it's also got 10 Colonel Headhunting tickets, the blue ticket. So a little bit more worth for your money. They're both at 30 USD. Which one should you be buying? It depends on what operator you are looking for. But which operators are worth for you to choose? That's what we'll talk about in this video. Okay. I need you guys to be... Oh wait, hold on. I do need you guys to be aware that I've done this selected ticket stuff all the time around, telling you guys what operators to choose. So, okay, wait. I do need to inform you guys that I've done this selected ticket video for quite a while now, telling people which operators are the best to choose. So I kind of don't always want to rehash the same things that I do. I'm going to do this video in a different format from those older videos. So let me show you how it's going to go. I do need to inform you guys that I've done this selected ticket video for quite a while now, telling people which operators are the best to choose. So I kind of don't always want to rehash the same things that I do. I'm going to do this video in a different format from those older videos. So let me show you how it's going to go. Okay. Yeah. Let me check what's a good color. It's good. What can I draw? Hello? Oh my god, what just happened? My pen is rejecting me. I like how you all can see on the screen. It's actually rejecting me. I can't draw on the screen. I can draw on my other screen. I can't draw on this screen. It is really sad. This app is a scam. Okay. Before I even go about telling you which are the best operators to buy that is going to be good for your money, some of you might be buying these tickets just to get the last missing operator that you have, or if let's say you only have 4 operators left that you do not have in your account, you might be eyeing on one of those 4. If that's the case, then whatever I'm going to say isn't that important to you because you're doing it for collection's sake. But I think the advice that I'm giving is more for people who are newer to the game or you're middle of the game and you have perhaps half the units, a quarter, a whole lot of them that's missing your account, and you really want to know which person is going to be the best for you to buy to enter your account. So how I'm just going to do this is I'm actually going to start off by crossing off operators that I really don't think people need to care about too much. Doesn't mean that they're bad to play. Some of them could be fun, but I feel that it's not going to assist in too much of people's gameplay unless they want to enjoy it from a niche standpoint. So we're going to go a little bit more of that generalist route to see who are going to be the good units that people could be buying, okay? So let's just start with the crosses. So I don't think people are going to need Lee. Let's start from there. Okay, I don't think people are going to need Ebenholz. I'm not going to give explanations. We can do those explanations when we do operator showcases that I might upload onto my channel next time for them. Dorothy's going to be still fine. Poziomka, I don't think people will need Poziomka. And then, unfortunate for Penance, I also don't think Penance is that required. Lin has Premedic's Outer that comes in during this banner, so it's a little bit strange, but I'm not going to cross her out. You probably don't need Hoheyak. You very likely also don't need Swire Outer in your account. And then I will feel a little bit sad and sorry, but I don't think I'd recommend people to get Viviana. I am not going to recommend Blaze Outer as well. Okay? So these are my big, quick, I don't think you really need to own them. Because they could be fun to play for some of you, but honestly speaking, if let's say you're trying to clear content as a casual, where you only have 12 minutes to pick, or you're playing something like IS, these aren't the usual stuff that you will put into trying to actually defeat those higher difficult stages. Hoheyak does have an IS module that's coming during this patch, but even then, I also don't think you would that much need her. Okay? So, these are the first ones that I'm going to strike away, but I think there are more. So, I'm just going to change the color to a bit of a yellow in this case. So, there's more that I'm going to cross out. Alright, the next ones that I'm going to go down in line where I really also don't think you would require them, but they're kind of stronger than the ones that I've already crossed are going to be Fear Meta. I don't really think you need to own a constant AoE person. It's good for AFK clears, but it's really not a must. Then I'm also going to say that Irene is probably not too required, really. Because there's Dagonbreaker also in the same pool, it's more likely that you'll pick Dagonbreaker over Irene after all. So that's kind of why. Stainless is probably someone that I also don't think people exactly need. I do think that he has insane utility in terms of giving you SP regen, helping out with your team. The turret mechanic is very fun to play. One of the most enjoyable, finicky thing to play with in the game, but not a must. Then, again, because there's Paramedic's Outer, and also sort of good 5-star Modocaster options, like for instance Beeswax if you really need a ranged defender. I do think Lin is nice to play, very very good AoE damage, but I don't really think I would need people to pick it up, really. I'm also going to put forth that I do not think... I think there's a bit of an oddity between Typhon, Jessica Alter, and Hodora. I'm pretty tempted to cross them out. I'm going to cross out Jessica Alter. Because even though she has a very fun shield kit that helps her to change her direction of where she hits, and she does have a pretty high defense, but I do think she gets very gated when an enemy has high defense themselves in order to actually try to kill them, and she's single target. So I'm not that highly recommending on Jessica Alter. Typhon in recent times have also struggled quite a bit. If you are a newer player, I do think that Typhon is still someone that is nice to play. But a lot of people have swapped to perhaps other options in order to clear harder stuff rather than to rely on Typhon. I'm still not going to cross out yet, I think. A little bit of my mind says she could have some safety. I'm going to cross out Hodora. Because I do think that Holderer being a very stationary unit, albeit he can deal quite high damage, but there is a lot of ground dealers that can kind of sort of play that role. So I don't really think you require a Holderer. Or even then you can outrange your enemies. I'm going to continue crossing out into... I would say you do not require Valpis Folia in your account. Because Valpis Folia, while she has a very high damage as a Vanguard, amongst all of the other Vanguards, but most of the time, the importance of your Vanguard is to give good DP regen, which Valpis is decent, but really not a big necessity for you to play. So that's what I'm going to put forth on this front. Okay, I am not going to cross out anyone else, which I know that some people in the chat, some people watching the video right now would be thinking, it's crazy you didn't cross out Vina Victoria, it's crazy you didn't cross out Horn, for instance. I do think that they have some niceness that could be added in the account. Okay, there's going to be... I'll cross out one more. I'm going to cross out Vina Victoria after all. Because I think even though she's pretty good at true damage dealing, but you do have other options. You have Monster in play, you have Celtic in play, you also have people who doesn't need to do true damage, right? They just have inherently high arts and physical damage. So not a huge importance. And I'm also going to cross out Necrest. Even though there are Necrest levels out there, and her ability to summon all the monsters on the ground is pretty fun to see them in action, I do think that for newbies and mid-game player, it's really easy to not understand how to play Necrest well. And even if you do play her well, it's not all the time that she's like the biggest damage dealer per se. It's her best role in the game is understanding how to place a very good first summon that can actually play the role of lane holding. But when seeing my own gameplay and for a lot of other people's gameplay, I don't think they do that all too well. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of a cross. Okay, now let's change the color once again. So this time I'm just gonna change it to blue, I suppose. Let's give some big green lights, shall we? Because the next ones maybe I don't really want to cross. Because the people who I've kind of left here, I do feel that one way or another, the leftover people can assist your account depending on what you feel like you lack. But I'm going to give green and draw a circle on the people who I think are very clear-cut super powerhouse that you can get in your account. Alright? So you can grab yourself a monster. Right? One of the best medic buffer, high damage support that you can own. True damage is huge. And just good skill 2, good skill 3. Why wouldn't you want it? The summon being able to be placed anywhere makes it very flexible for you to use monster. So I think it's going to be great. Upianist is also going to be a beautiful option because you can basically get someone that can fly across the stage, be able to provide one of the longest stun in the game, quite decent, 6 seconds. And then if you want him stationary, you can as a lane holder on his skill 2. But his skill 3 is definitely the bread and butter. It's a very short cooldown time, 25 SP. So it's super worth your money in order to grab him. Logos is just going to be great. Like, if you feel that your account is lacking arts damage right now, and then you're thinking like, oh, should I get a Lin? Should I get a Re-Alter? And if you don't have a Logos, most people will just be telling you, no, you need to grab Logos, because Logos just helps you in order to dish the damage that you want. So go for him first before the other arts damage dealers options. Escalon is also going to be an awesome pickup. Also on the arts damage category and also on the physical category, right? One of the highest DOT damage that you can get in the game. Gigantic movement speed down that you get to enjoy when enemies are within her range. No issues. There is no way you'll regret owning an Escalon in your account. So, an absolute green light of a unit, right? Innes does have a little bit of competition because Silverish Altar is out, but it doesn't mean that you cannot use both of them in the same stage. Still wonderful utility with the Shadow deployment giving that movement speed down. Her ability to bind enemies without a skill on is just on her talent. I think that's just pure amazing. Very cheap to use, decent damage. You would definitely prefer to run an Innes versus a Valpis in a stage. So I think it's just going to be a pretty worthy pickup for you to get Innes in your account. And then I think when I look across the board on the remainder of people, I'm not gonna give the rest like a green light, I think. Because I think these 5 are the clear-cut, like, extremely good options for you to be picking up in your account. Well, I did do a top 12 operators of AK last year, and it just so happens that I'm picking the people who are in the top 12. Okay, now let me use this time to draw circles for what I want to call a sleeper pick, shall we? Sleeper in the sense that, in my eyes, I think they are really good to learn to play in your account, and there probably also won't be regrets if you choose these people to enter your account. So a very clear-cut one that I'm going to put forth, which everyone's going to scream at me for being biased, is going to be Narantuya. So I'm drawing it with this like purple circle. Because it's very high damage that Narantuya dishes physical-wise. Doesn't really get impacted by ASPD stuff. Have good skill 1, 2, and 3. And has the ability to have a bit of the AoE damage that you can pick up on. So I think Narantuya is also going to be an awesome pick. I do think that some people will be surprised that I'm recommending this unit, but I actually do find that Entelekia is a pretty nice person to own in one's account. Skill 3 is pretty helpful at dealing with enemies that inherently have very high HP. But you want to be able to pierce through that high defense and resistance as well from the candle. Entelekia also has a very high DOT timer, similar to Escalon. And skill 2 of Entelekia is really creative to play with. Like, if you have a weak account, you're a new player, and you saw Entelekia kit, you're wondering if it's worthwhile, I think it's genuinely fun to try to learn and play with her. So I'm gonna put forth that, yeah, I do think that you can run Enter. Next person that I would want to highlight that is fun to play is going to be... I would want to give it to Ray. So I think Ray is still one of the best single target damage dealers against an elite enemy and a boss. The bind is really nice. Her range can expand because of the summon that she has, even outside of her skill activated range, which is pretty sweet to use. Giving her, if enemies do struggle against Ray's damage, just a slight buff for Ray already solves it quite a bit. So I think it's very, very fun to use the Hunter archetype, and y'all can definitely go about to run it. Now, if you want to try to learn certain units that once you get past the barrier of understanding how to play them, can make them look really good, I think the 2 people that I'm going to name are going to be Dagonbreaker and Zola. So Dagonbreaker has the Frighten, which not a lot of people in the current game has, and Frighten is really good because just like how Tragoda's Paralysis stops enemy from attacking, Frighten also stops enemy from attacking. So in Dagonbreaker's case, I believe it's when she first hits the enemy that they get the Frighten, either that or when she blocks the enemy. Her ability to kind of like drag the enemies all within into her own tower is also really cool to see. Very, very high damage that comes together with it. So I do think that it's wonderful to pick up on Dagon. Zola is really good if you need a lane holder within your account. If you are not using just the traditional Mountain or say Blaze and you want someone that doesn't need a medic and can self-function, his skill 3 is really nice to use, a very big slash forward, or you can use his skill 2 where it just keeps like giving him a good shield to sustain himself within the stage. So those are good options. The other person that I would potentially give it... Well, here's what I'm going to put for the remainder of the units over here. I don't think I'm going to draw a circle of any sort for them. I do think that they all have their own little assistance that makes them really good. Like, for example, if you're using Golden Glow, it's really nice to pair her together with Lapland to do a big drone caster, full global range, tear down the map kind of gameplay. But it's not a huge must. I think this depends on like how you want to play the game. That makes Golden Glow a pretty okay choice, for you to go for. Horn depends on the fact of, do you like the fact that you can shoot far from your enemy? Maybe because the enemies are stationed further away in certain IS stages, RA stages, or even normal stages. That way you can kind of make it work well. Dorothy is pretty fun, and I would have given her this purple circle, but the reason why I didn't is Wang exists, so a lot of people will be potentially switching their gameplay from Dorothy to Wang. But if you want to learn Dorothy, it's going to be very worthwhile with the bind, with the plus sign mines that she has. Moina is still pretty good as the giant golden slash that you can use in the stage. It's just people tend to not think about using him nowadays, since when his skill is deactivated, he doesn't really do anything except to take damage. So, kind of why I don't give him that circle. As I said for Typhon, not a lot of people turn to Typhon nowadays when solving stages, but it's still fun to play with her stun. Her skill tree can be interesting for you to use. Executor, I do think that he's sort of helpful to deal with certain stages if you like the Reaper gameplay and you want that true damage, the true AoE, I mean. Enteleca gives that, Executor gives that. I do think that a good Executor player can help make him dish a lot of damage in the stage, but that depends on whether you want to learn that or not. Bai is always great because of the bind that she has and her synergy with slow stuff, which makes it such that if you're playing a team very concentrated on crowd control, it helps. Integrated strategy is very good for Bai because a lot of artifacts assist her, so you might turn towards her. Redouter is cool to look at visually since she has the ability to just fireball everybody in the stage, but I don't find it as strong as the ones that I've given a purple and green circle to, nowadays at least. So that's kind of why. And annoyingly, she only heals if she's hitting enemies. Taunts, I think, is very, very fun to use. Although some people might say it's very boring when I say that the only good skill for Taunts is his skill 2. But the healing and the big DOT damage as well, just how big that circle can become on that skill 2, I think it's amazing to use Taunts. But I do see of it as a more acquired taste. It's definitely not a cross, simply because if you've actually tested it yourself, you'll realize it's really nice to use it. Skill tree, however, is a headache. So that's kind of probably why I don't want to give him a circle. And Nymph is special in the sense that she has the ability to have fear, which is something Lapland Outer do, but this one is more control. You can send the enemy flying far back once you have instilled the fear in them. So that's kind of the reasons why I picked towards this. So the way that I see is go for greens first, followed by the purples, followed by the ones I didn't circle, followed by the yellow crosses, and then the red crosses. Okay? If you want to ignore my opinion because you already have someone that you want to pick, disregarding how good they can be in the eyes of the community, go for it. Follow your heart, not about what people tell you to pull, okay? But we're not done yet. We have the Colonel Hit Hunting Pack. Let's see that one. Okay. Yeah. Screen 4. And say it was purple. It's O and X lah, so it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Before I even it didn't look proper. Alright, I've been told by my chat that the purple was quite hard to see. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, I've been told by my chat that the purple was a bit hard to see. We'll choose a different color later, okay, when trying to differentiate the units. But let's come back into this. Holy crap, look at all the cross... Oh wait, sorry. I just realized I cannot do this. I need to reshape my camera. Okay, I've been told by my viewers who's watching me right now on stream that the purple was a little bit hard to see, so we will help to choose a different color later for better differentiation. But let's get to this. I think it's going to be faster for me to do some crosses onto our screen here. Okay, so let's start with the ones that I'm going to say no to. Do not get Siege. Alright. Do not get Hoshiguma. I'm sorry for Angelina, but I'm just going to say don't get Angelina because I don't think people... I don't think a lot of people are very good at using operators where they don't do anything with skill deactivated. So, yeah. I just say no to Gilberta, by the way, by saying that. So, oops. Do not get Chen. I'm gonna say no to Schwartz. I'm gonna say no to Programishnik. I'm gonna say no to Magalan. No to Ark. No to... I'm gonna say no to Unectus. Do not pick up... I'm gonna cross Shining out as well. Sorry, Shining. I am going to cross out Saga. I'm gonna cross Carnelian. No to Palas. No to Fartooth. No to Flametail. A lot quicker. Do I have to explain why I gave crosses to these people? I think if you ask the AK community now, and you try to find the number of people who's actually using these characters, it's really, really few. It's super acquired taste to find anybody playing these units. It's usually just because maybe a stage has a certain mechanic that makes people go, oh wait, hold on, maybe I'll pick up Hoshiguma, maybe I'll pick up Shining. But it's gonna be like a singular instance. And even then, there are just way too many alternatives, whether a 6 or 5 star, that people will turn to in order to fulfill the same role. So that's kind of why I don't think you need any of the current people that I've crossed. But it's actually even more people I had to give crosses to because these are more so my hard no's, right? I probably still have the softer no's of people that I don't think you need to pick up. So I'm just going to go from the bottom and up, and I don't think people will be picking up Select. I don't think people will be picking up Mizuki. I'm going to say no to... Unfortunately, I'm saying no to Blemishine. I would say no to Weedy. I'm gonna say no to... Especially I can't say no to Phantom. I'll tell you why later. Bagpipe is fine. Kilby is fine. Ostima is fine. Skadi is fine. Sylvash is fine. Saria's okay. Nightingale's okay. Aya, Ifrit, and Exia. I am going to leave it. I think those yellows are the only ones that I'm going to add in. So they do have really good stuff going on for them. Like Weedy can be someone that helps with the pushing requirements that a certain stage has. Select can help to have a bit of that fragile, the slowdown debuff, but it's really not necessary. Mizuki also has decent IS module that you can be playing with. Actually, yeah, I guess the IS module makes it a little bit strange for Mizuki, because it is a really fun module. Not gonna lie. The whole pulling the enemies in thing. So I'm gonna keep him there, actually. I'm not gonna give him the yellow cross. It's been changed. And then I'm going to cross out Blemishine, because even though Blemishine has a cool niche that is sleep and has high healing capabilities, I don't think you really require it that much in the game. So, yeah. So these are my crosses of people that I don't really recommend. Unlike the previous poster that we just did, where I say that, you know, if you are missing these red cross, yellow cross characters, but you actually want them, you can ignore me and pull them. This one I might even say, even if you have the money and the people in the crosses are the only ones you're missing, I kind of don't even think you need to pull them. Like, I don't think you need to spend your money on them. I very much rather that you somehow let them magically pop up in recruitment as a top operator, or when they do like selector ticket gifts as an anniversary gift next time. Then you pick the units that you are missing. Like, I genuinely don't think it's worth your money to spend for any of the ones that's crossed. Okay? So, try not to. Unless you want to defy me, go ahead and do so. Comment down below if you're one of those people. Okay? Now let's look at the ones that I'm going to give a green light for. So, the ones that I'm going to say are pretty good for you to pick. It's obviously Celtic. Celtic is a very strong person for a newbie player, middle of the game player to pick up. It's very good AoE damage on her skill 2. Super low SP cost. Good enough true damage on the skill tree as well. The summon being able to be deployed anywhere is also really cool to be able to use. So I'm gonna say that Celtic is just sweet. The only downside is that you have to deal with the low, 2 deployment cost, right? When placing Celtic and Monster down at the same time. So deal with that, I suppose. Next good pickup that I'm gonna say is Kyobi. Kyobi is the best aged unit in this game. Kyobi, when first released, was described as a unit that wasn't very strong. A lot of people didn't know how to use her at that point, and it's simply because we had enemies weak to arts damage, but we don't have them with insanely high defense. But nowadays, with all the stats of enemies so much better and improved, it helps with Kyobi's talent. So I think Kyobi is just awesome in order to use in your own gameplay right now. You can definitely enjoy it. Another good pickup that I'm going to go for, I think, are there any more green lights that I'm going to say here? Maybe not, actually. I think I have a lot of the ones that I'll give purple for instead. So, I'm going to switch color immediately. So we're not going to use purple, since you guys pointed out that purple was a little bit difficult to look at. Oh, it doesn't help that I'm going to use blue, because the map looks blue. So let's try this shade, okay? I think this shade should work out well. I'm gonna go for... Ooh, that looks quite purpley, does it? No? Go for orange. Alright guys, I hope your eyes can bear with it. We're going with an orange circle. So I'm giving an orange circle to Surtur, because I think her ignore resistance is still great. The ability to deploy her down the stage and let her do all the smashing, kill as many enemies at once within her range is pretty good to use. Just be comfortable with the fact that she will not be doing anything for 60 seconds of the map, because she's in retreated mode. So we'll take that. Another good unit that I would say is... I'd say Silver Ash is still pretty okay, because of the fact that the Silver Slash that he has on skill tree is still pretty decent to use, especially with module, since it now comes with a little bit of arts damage, and it's still invisibility reveal, which helps. Of course, Silver Ash Altar does have kind of all those things going on, but I think it's nice enough to have it in the form of a guard, so I'm gonna give it towards that. Aya Fiela is actually pretty nice still in today's time, because at the very least she's helping to buff the casters attack when she's on the team, and her volcano ability is still good at trying to get rid of a lot of enemies at once. Skill 2 is a pretty comfortable AFK skill for you to use. You don't tend to use her as a solo caster all that much anymore. You tend to pair her with other casters to make it viable in order to play within the stage. I think another person that perhaps will be pretty sweet for you to pick up is probably... I changed my mind. Hold on, I changed my mind. I think I'm not giving Silver Ash the orange circle treatment. And I think this is what I'll leave it as. Because I think all the other units have reasons that they're not bad enough to be picked, but also not good enough to be picked at the same time. So I'll kind of just run it through as to why I didn't cross or circle them. So Exia is still a pretty good anti-air damage dealer that you can have. Problem is the damage can feel low at times. The module does rescue her a little bit. When you need someone that can barrage multiple shots at a time, you still turn towards Exia, depending on the event mechanic that you're dealing with. So I think it's kind of okay. Ifrit's biggest limitation is definitely her range, the blast caster range being a straight line. You need maps that helps you to utilize that. But if you do use it well, the resistance down is so good. The true AoE damage that she can apply is also so good. But it's not so limiting to the point where it's bad to pick her up. Like, there are definitely stages that you appreciate the fact that Ifrit is in play. Nightingale is an amazing resistance up medic, but I think the trouble with Nightingale is a little bit of there are so many choices of medics now. You have Monster that you can be using, you have Aya Altar that you can turn to, and you even have some really good options. Like, there's nothing wrong with using a Telopsis or a Rose Salt in your medic team. So the only time that you really want to get Nightingale in play is to dodge up against certain arts damage. But it's not rare. It's more so like seldom, frequently that you see that happening. But yeah, it's not a big need that you need to have Nightingale within that stage. Saria also, I think, is a really good healing defender to save you in certain situations. A lot of people like to argue that Shu is better than Saria, that kind of thing, but for one, Shu is a limited unit. You can only pull her during the CNY banner, and I do think that Saria is still pretty comfortable with both that skill 1 and 2. And if you're trying to build an art-centric team, 3 is pretty okay. Silver Ash, as I mentioned just now, I think he's still pretty good, but I guess I don't see him that good enough to the point that I would give him a circle. Skadi does not get crossed out because I think Skadi also kind of aged better with, one, the Abyssal Hunter crew making it very viable for you to use her in the team, and then even if you're not running Abyssal Hunter, the fast redeploy nature of Skadi is pretty helpful. I mean, now that we're talking in a time where Silver Ash Altar is a thing, you might consider adding Skadi into your team in order to make sure that it's dealing very, very high damage. But the fast redeploy is still good. The skill tree having high HP just to hold on to one enemy, still great. Mostima is someone that I personally really enjoy because I think her module is sweet. The ability to cast global slowdown, movement speed down, and then the ability to increase the SP regen of casters is also really nice to pair. Like, my favorite thing to do with Mostima is to put her with Lapland Outer and Golden Glow. So I'm gonna put forth that Mostima is pretty okay. Blaze is okay if you need that AFK-ness in your team, and like you still want that AoE Centurion to perhaps even cut across a few lanes. Nothing wrong with trying to main Blaze in today's time still. Just don't expect her to be used when you are playing stages that needs you to be very active. Bagpipe, I mean, we heard of Flagpipe, right? Still very good to just get her to be that 12th unit to help make sure that your Vanguards have their skills up as soon as possible. So nothing wrong with that. Phantom, I would have nearly crossed because there are so much fast deploys in the game that are pretty okay to use. Like even Crown Slayer is okay to use right now. And then there's Texas Salter and Kirin Yato. But the thing is, those two are limited units. You have one that's super limited. So that's kind of the reason why I don't think Phantom does that well. But it's also a nice thing that Phantom has the IS module, which is actually kind of fun to play. So that's kind of why I don't want to give him the cross treatment. I think he's decent enough for you to enjoy. Rosa, I think, is very underrated. Such that people out there think that Rosa is very weak, but I do think her damage ceiling can be quite high at times. The utility that she provides is also really good. So I genuinely don't see anything wrong if someone is interested in Rosa and then wanted to play her. There is a little bit of a learning curve, I suppose, to make her look good. But even when you've passed that hill and you're hoping that Rosa can be way more amazing than other people, I don't think it'll be to that extent. I just think she'll be decent enough for you to appreciate being on the team. So there's that. Suzerain, I nearly wanted to give a circle. But I do think that the current nature of the game is we have a lot of people who are good at giving support for the team. With the likes of Arturia, with the likes of Tragodia, and tons of other people who are DPS support type nature. Of course, Suzerain's skill is extremely unique because she has one of the biggest slowdown on her skill tree that you can enjoy. But I don't think it's all that much necessary to have that slowdown and fragile in play. Just because, again, too many alternatives that you'll get to enjoy. So it's okay to pick her, just not a circle. Taunts, you've seen a lot of Taunts in AFK gameplay. Also, he's hot. He's like the only operator that I'm going to tell you he's hot. Why wouldn't you pull for him? Obviously, right? So it's worth it. Mudrock, good against Sarkaz stages, where if you need someone to block the damage of Sarkaz, the damage reduction is so high. Still fun to watch her spin around with that skill 2. Skill 3 needs you to learn how to actually make the best use of it. Slight learning curve, but overall still a fun unit. Mountain, the reason why I didn't want to give him a circle is even though he's got a bit of the AFK nature in the game, I do think that the tendency right now is we don't necessarily always need, like, one, there are other lane blockers that are possible, right? Like, you can be using an Upenius, you can be using a Zola, there's a lot of other people. Of course, the good thing for Mountain is that he's cheap, but you tend to counteract that by having Vanguards, like Innes, and soon to be Silver Ash Alter, and Valpis, and so many other people. So that's kind of why I don't think Mountain is that necessary, per se. Good, just not someone that I need to highly propose that people must pick up. Alright? Aketo would have been a cross, but she does probably have one of the best IS modules that you can enjoy in the game. If you have an event that is very heavy on aerial enemies, with the likes of Masses Travel, for example, I guess that's why you consider someone like Aketo. But outside of that, hey, use her in IS. It's one of the most fun units. If you don't like IS, then obviously Aketo will look like a cross because she doesn't really help with the normal gameplay. Alright? Passenger is a little bit comfy with the slow chain that he's able to do. If you're playing anything that is not casual content, Passenger tends to always be very good in non-casual content. So RA, IS, some other game modes like Stronghold Protocol, there are always things that helps to beef specifically him. But even in normal content, I'll say it's fine to use him as, again, just a regular chain caster to kind of slow the people down. So that's kind of why I didn't cross him. Mizuki also nearly became a cross. He does have a good AFK skill 1, if you like that kind of gameplay. Skill 2 is nice to provide a little bit of bind to hold the enemies in place. Otherwise, the reason why I kept in here is his IS mod as well. A little bit trickier to learn compared to certain other IS mod, but very fun once you understand how to use him well, because of the fact that he can pull enemies into his range. And Gnosis also just got his IS mod. It's also really, really good and powerful of an IS mod. Even in normal content, freeze is nice to use, especially if the enemies are not immune to freeze. So the whole thing where he can just hold enemies with the use of his skill tree, or just for the moment on skill 1 and 2, freeze them at once. Nothing wrong with that, I would say. So that's kind of why I've put the chart like this. So I'm just going to repeat once again. Green circles are really good to pick. Orange circles are the next best. For all those that I didn't cross, I'll still say they're fine for you to spend money and pick them up and to see how they support your team. The ones I give crosses, don't buy. I'm giving you financial advice. Don't buy. I don't know why you'll buy them. You will probably regret it a week or a month in, unless you seriously love them. Like you love Proganishnik or Gilberta, go ahead. So, anyways. That's all that I'll say to this video. I do this every 6 months for people to enjoy. I hope it was a good watch and you guys get to learn a little bit more about my opinions to the units, okay? See you guys. Let me know what you purchased down in the comments. Bye-bye. Wait, That's all that I'll say to this video. I do this every 6 months for... I hear myself. That's all that I'll say to this video. I do this every 6 months for people... That's all that I'll say to this video. Okay. Not bad. Very, very long. This video is 40 minutes long. Shit me. But can lah. I hope people can enjoy. I think the newer players specifically are watching a video like that for the first time. So I think they can appreciate it. Why not circle on backpipe? You can live without it. Like, how often have I brought backpipe to my current gameplay with Innes and soon to be Silver Shelter? Not all the time I do it. I mean, when I go into the flag pipe territory, then yeah, I still pick up on like I still pick up on what the fuck do you call that? The full roster of the flag pipe team, like Backpipe, Elysium, and Myrtle. But you can live without it, lah. watch this with you guys.
It's got nothing to do with me. I wasn't even at the precinct last night.
Why is the quality so low? I guess it's from some account.
I was just here to pick up the evidence you requested. But after that, I captured the intruders.
We finally got the evidence. Last one. Who's this? Doesn't matter. Take her out.
I was about to ask who you are. How dare you interrupt my snack time?
An officer?
Alright, that's enough! Don't just throw around the word officer like that. You almost scared me to death. So when you see an officer, you know what to say, right? Oh, you're still here?
In any case, this has already been submitted to Commissioner Lowell.
I'm sorry.
Since you apprehended the intruders and recovered the evidence, this will be your punishment. 1 month's salary forfeited. You will be billed for 5 bags of snacks, 3 glass panels, 2 potted.
I can feel like I'm not the target audience of this game. I don't think it's bad. I think it's very, very good. It's a well done animation, but I'm not the type that likes these kind of things. Like I don't get tempted. Like a lot of people. There are more people in the world that gets very tempted by Zenless Zone's character design. But I'm not. I don't play games for character designs. I play games more so for the gameplay, which is the reason why I don't play Zenless. Yeah. Again, it doesn't mean I hate it. I think it's great. I'm just not the target audience. If it was tones, I'll be drooling already. I don't know if that's true. Actually, no. I think I would just be more hyped if I like Zenless gameplay to begin with. Like if I did enjoy Zenless's gameplay, then this feels great. Which again, yeah, it's great for all the people who love Zenless in the first place, but it's not for me. I had to contemplate. I contemplate a lot of things very fast. Sorry, very slowly nowadays. I'm truly getting unk mode in this game. Oh yeah, I just wanted to point out, like, wait, anyone watches Link Click? I've not watched Link Click. I feel like I really need to. Ink Click is drawn by one of my favorite artists. His name is his or her name, I actually don't remember. Ink Click? Yeah. It's my absolute favorite artist of my life, I would say. I mean, it's close to Crowblood. But I love Implic because the color scheme that, again, I actually don't know if it's he or she, but The color scheme used is very nice in the drawings. Like, I think I love the pastely white nature of the drawing that they go for. Then at a certain point, I sort of think to myself, like, I think as a regular human being, for a lot of us, this isn't very easy to pull off in real life. I had one of these pictures as my home screen wallpaper once. Let me try to find it. Which one was it? There's not a pink. Yes, there is. There's a color palette throughout all of Implic's drawing. And I do like the sharpness of the characters that's being drawn. Can I find it? The one that I use as my wallpaper? Is it because it's in a gallery that I can't find it? I think so. Let me choose. Hold on. See if I can. No, it's one of the earlier. Oh, I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Or is it this one? No. 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 Oh, I found it! Hey, was it this one? No. It's close. Or is it this one? No, it's not this one. It was more pinkish. I can feel myself getting close to what it is. The drawings don't feel real. they all feel very outer worldy. Which I say that I'm not saying that it's like a bad thing. It is Koreanish, yes. Very Korean manhwa vibes. I'm dead. I cannot figure out which one is my wallpaper. It's buried in one of the galleries, I think. And I do not know which one it is. Oh else. But this is my favorite artist. So as a result, it's drawn. I mean, he or she drew Link Click. Is it good? Should I start? I feel like it might have a theme that I like. It's mystery, right? Of a genre. Link Click's good. Okay, time to pick up new anime. The same studio made To Be Hero. Actually, To Be Hero was another anime that you guys asked me to watch. And I didn't. It's mystery. It's got a lot of emotional moments. Yeah. Do I follow Ray 17 as an artist? Let me see. Probably don't. Ooh, this is really nice. I think it's something to do with the color palette that I enjoy or not. This is his name Paco. Paco is an artist that I like. No, wait. I'm getting close. Wait, I must be messing something up. Or is it Poco? Poco. Poco I like. I retweeted their works before. It's very, very handsome looking. And the color palettes are... Okay, like, it's like, if you're a Taunts lover, boom. You get more here. I feel like I'm suddenly giving you all artist recommendations. I mean, I'm not going to film another video. That's why. I can chat with you until I need to leave my house. What's my progress of making a video? Finish one of them and then filmed another. I will do one more filming stream tomorrow, and then I will play Enfield survival mode before the live stream. I will probably do icebreaker games on Sunday or Monday. Kuro Blood is also good. I mean, Kuro Blood, you all will know from the lead detective family, but it's interesting because I think Kuro goes the other direction of Implic colors choices. Right? Kuro goes more black, orange, red, while Implic goes white, pink, like pastely. But this is more dark. And it's to the point that it's always on the dark side that you will like when I think this is I don't draw. I'm not an artist myself, but if anything I observe about I feel very good artists is that they tend to stick to very specific colors. So it makes them it becomes their icon. It becomes like who they are. And so it's to the point that if you look at them enough, you realize that certain colors will never be seen in their drawings. Like, if we take, for instance, like this image, right? You barely see green. Green will never appear. You will not see purple. You wouldn't see pink in any much of Kuro Blood's drawing. Too much. Like, even this, that looks like an opportunity for more different colors, you don't see them. So I do think it's a beautiful skill. Yeah. That's what you call a color palette. But I wonder if I've seen a diverse color palette artist that I think is really good. Who are my other favorite artists? I can't fully remember every one of them. But yeah. Oh! Should I give you a random trivia before I end the stream? A trivia that is uncanny, a little uncomfortable, but also really funny. So I play this rhythm game. It's called Sound Vortex. Alright. So I can show you guys something about Sound Vortex. So if you guys are rhythm gamers, or even if you're not, you may have seen across the trend of this, and then people are asking like, what the hell is this game even about? Okay. I'm just going to show you guys a really specific part. This is a very difficult song. I don't expect you to know what the shit is going on, but all you need to do is observe the screen. Oh wait, oops. Ow, my ears. So the focus here is the girl. Alright. So basically, what they did to this song was the girl kicks the screen. Like, you can see that her screen is on the... You can see that, right? It's cool to look at. Yeah. Yeah, and it got everyone hyped when it happened. There was a... Wait. This was played during a tournament. So if I can just show you guys... Like, there was a very funny moment during the tournament that someone clipped. If I can find it. So this, for your note, this guy was the winner of the tournament, the person's account that I'm in right now. And I'm gonna find this video that he retweeted. Adult content? We cannot show that on stream. I will get banned. Okay. Sorry, it takes a while. God damn, he's been tweeting way too much. And so that's his trophy and stuff. You can see. Oh no. This is him reacting to the song reveal. There's a video that he retweeted. Oh god, I can't find the video that he retweeted. If I can't, then what I'll have to do is I'll just go to the... It wasn't Konami. It was this. It's kind of funny because people pointed out that when... I'd like you all to look at the screen of the player to the left. Basically, people clip this. Basically, by the way, this was the screen at first, like in this uniform, and then when the costume change happened, he's clearly looking. So yeah, people clip that. So let's get to the thing that I wanted to show you guys. So yeah. Hello. Hey, he didn't break combo. Yeah. Something is very big in Japan and any other country. Korea. So this new character got released. Yeah. And then they were promoting her and everything. So all the characters in this game has a background story of like lore and like where they are from and their origins and stuff. So apparently in this video, they wrote that the girl, like in the description of this stuff, they said that she's in her 3rd year of the Volte Academy, like the Voltex Academy Junior High. Alright. And then they apologized in this public announcement and said that the 3rd year was incorrect and that she should be in the 2nd year. And then we deeply apologize for the confusion. But I need to explain to you guys that this shit was so funny because I don't think anyone paid attention to this, is the first thing. And here's the thing. This means that she's 15. But they corrected it and then said that she's 14. What does this mean for the game? Like no one cared. No one thought about it. Everyone just thought like, oh, cool, new character. And then they just publicly announced, oh, sorry, we were incorrect with calling her 15 and she's actually 14, by the way. It's like the funniest shit that everyone started retweeting because everyone's like, whoa, what? So, in Rhythm Games history, this was the wildest news anyone has ever seen. But she's real, she's alive, so yeah, there you go. Welcome to some Voltex, everyone. Who was paying attention to the lore of the Rhythm game? I have no idea. There was a period of time that this game tried to sell a story, and then they realized it just doesn't work. In one of the seasons of this game. Yeah. Japan care about even the smallest stuff like blood type. That's a concern. I should play some Voltex on stream one day. I haven't played any rhythm game. No, I have played Archaea, but I've not played some Voltex for YouTube to watch. But I know that if I do, I'll get copyright strike. 100%. Certain songs in some Voltex does make me copyright strike. Yeah. Sadness 2 and Demo have good lore. Demo focuses on selling a story, I would say, compared to certain other rhythm games. That's what they try. Did Demo 2 story complete? I haven't played Demo 2 in a long time. Like, did it have a finale? Like, Demo had a finale. I'm not sure about Demo 2. I dropped out of the game before it even could hit an ending. Cytus 2 also didn't feel like it had an actual story that mattered going on. Like the only game that I see some people being a little bit invested in the rhythm game lore is maybe Archaea. Some people do read into their stuff. If it wasn't Archaea, then I guess you have to talk about the idle games. So like Bank Dream is an example of a rhythm game that people care about the story. Project Sekai, to an extent, people also care about the characters a lot. Like I've seen people who are super interested in the various bands that are in Project Sekai. I should go back to Project Sekai though. I do actually like that game. I haven't played it in a very long time. And I think it's a decently fun game. It's so fun of a game that I even thought of making a video for it one day. Because I wanted to make a video essay about how of all the rhythm games out there, Project Sekai has probably the best modern success after Citus. Did I play Project Sekai when I was sick? Did I? I can't remember. I know I did it on Twitch. I didn't do it to YouTube. So, yeah. Okay. I should take some thumbnail pictures. Wait, before I actually leave, I'm gonna post the "You do not have to worry" video. What should my face be? Let me check. Or what if I don't have a face? God, I need to think twice about whether I'm gonna go to the party later. I'm gonna be very tired by the end of the day. Oh no, it's the title of the video is Arknights is not the grindiest gacha game. Right. Okay, wait. I'll take a thumbnail for the. Let me try to do this. What do I want to do? For the interview. What did I title it? Hold on. Let me check. What did I title it? Oh, I haven't given it a title yet. Can I title the video that the. Yeah, could I. Guys, could I title the video this Enfield interview is not what you understood? Like that. This Enfield interview is not what you thought. Because I think a lot of people, I think there's more people out there who misunderstood the interview than understood it. So, yeah, okay. I feel very awkward taking a thumbnail face while I'm live streaming. Very strange. Oh, I know what should be the thumbnail picture. This should be the Yvonne, you know the Yvonne face? The one that they use in the article. It should be the Yvonne screen cap, and then I'll just caption it misunderstood. Thumbnail! Boom! It's baiting people, but it's not really baiting, right? Like it's exactly what it is. My god. Hi, back. Well, I have a lot of videos in the backlog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna film the Silver Ash event overview tomorrow before the Enfield stream. And then I still have to film my 1.1 review. Oh my god, I'm overworked, guys. No, I'm not really overworked. I'm doing what I need to do as a content creator. Alright. Feels good, seems good. I'm not gonna be online later in the night. I'll be back tomorrow for big funsies. You will probably see me online a lot tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you guys. Enjoy. Hopefully you'll get to watch a video later. Early stream tomorrow? Not that early. Maybe like a little bit earlier than what I started today. So yeah. See y'all. Hopefully I'm not sick. If I'm sick for tomorrow, that's a bad thing. So we'll see.